Welcome to this week's energy forecast. I'm Rachel Thompson Phillips, the creator of the BU Oracle cards and also the Sacred Psychic online program. This week's energy forecast is for February the 4th through till February the 10th. This is an incredibly exciting week because not only do we have a new moon today on the 4th, but we also have the changeover of the Chinese New Year into the Earth peak on the 5th of February. So this week gets very, very exciting, and this week's overall theme is about how to cultivate a renewed sense of you. Let's discover what cards unfold this week. Monday to Tuesday is the card of stop. The energy for Wednesday through till Friday is the card of spiritual being, and this weekend is coming up is all around abundance. Monday and Tuesday, the card of stop is we understand that with a new moon, it is about being able to understand that we are given an opportunity to truly, really just stop in ourselves, because this month has already been so busy in our mind, busy in our body, busy in everything. We get into this space where we start worrying about our goals, what we want to achieve this year, writing out great big plans for the year, and we get stuck in our head. Our soul is asking us at this point to really just stop and relax, connect in with that gorgeous essence of who you truly are, and start discovering what really is very, very important for you on a mental, emotional, spiritual, soulful, physical level, so that you are bringing in alignment of what is truly significant to what matters to you in your world. Monday and Tuesday, the card of stop is also around that beautiful time to reconnect in, because we have the new moon. The new moon falls under the sign of Aquarian. Now, some of the traits with an Aquarian that we can utilize over this coming month is that Aquarians don't follow the crowds. They are unique. They are innovative. They love ideas. They like to do things that is different from everyone else. How can we harness this energy? What is our soul guiding us as far as the new moon? It's suggesting that when we take an opportunity to stop and rest and relax, we start to understand that we have all these different parts of ourselves that we may have left out in the cosmos, that we may have deemed that weren't good enough because they were different than other people. The Aquarian new moon is encouraging us to be able to understand that the world is sick of seeing 50,000 people all try and copy one another. This really is a very big defining moment where you are being encouraged to be able to understand that your uniqueness, what makes you you, is what the world needs right at this point. And this is where things start to get exciting, because therefore we start to really embrace all of the quirkiness that make up who you are. Most Aquarians are usually quite unique, and people will consider them to be definitely quirky, but they have a great deal of validity to their ideas, their thoughts, their processes, and the direction that they want to go. And they are not guided by following the realms of every single other person. They want to take the pathway that's important for them and what resonates with them, and that is what you're being encouraged to do with this new moon, is to realize that there is always more than one pathway to be able to achieve your goals and dreams. So this is a really great way that we can connect into that innovative ideas of an Aquarian, to start understanding that there may be a different way that you may be able to access that pathway to success that you've been looking for, that may have felt like it's been eluding you for a little while. As the energy unfolds through from Wednesday through till Friday around the card of spiritual being, it's about understanding that you are always being guided by your soul. You have this inner GPS system that is always understanding what you're here to do, who and how you're supposed to grow into that gorgeous being that you are always finding different levels to be able to identify who you are, because we're here continually evolving. We sometimes get into this pattern, and I remember doing this many years ago and thinking, if I just go on this spiritual quest within 12 months, I'm going to understand everything about myself, and like, bam, everything's going to be great. What really actually unfolds as you start going on that soulful or spiritual journey is that you start understanding that you are a continual evolving being. Every new level of you is going to reveal something new about yourself. It's also going to bring up various levels of your places that you may have kept hidden around yourself, and you're going to learn to understand yourself on so many different levels as you go in and start understanding that you're a spiritual being. This week with the new moon and the changeover of the earth pig is really encouraging everyone to be able to understand that you were put on this earth to be unique. You are here to not follow the norm. You're here to sometimes go down a pathway that you don't always understand, but something within you is guiding you. That is that spiritual being within you. And the more that we connect into that intuitive guidance, the more we feel more of an inner peace within ourselves, because we are bringing these parts back into ourselves that we start to honor and truly learn to develop and trust in this guidance system that understands everything about your journey. Now, with the new moon and the full pig, the new moon and the changeover of the Chinese New Year is really asking you to be able to stop denying these parts of yourself, to start honoring them, give them validity, allow this part of yourself to come to the surface and breathe and understand this spiritual being is what also helps you shine, because you develop a whole new level of understanding around who you are as a person. This brings us through to the gorgeous energy of the weekend, which is all around abundance. And abundance is definitely a financial abundance, which I'm sure everyone is excited to hear, but there is also an understanding that there is an abundance in every area in your life, which means that there has been this gorgeous mindset shift that has occurred within your mind. You understand that you have an abundance of time, an abundance of energy, an abundance of love, an abundance that comes through in every area of your life, and that is first created by the mindset shift that you understand that you are a gorgeous spiritual being that will always be divinely supported financially throughout your whole entire life. Have you ever had those moments where you think to yourself, oh my God, I've got this bill to pay, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the money just shows up? This is how the universe and our soul come in together to co-create, to remind us that we are abundant beings. It is our human part within our own self that connects and drops down into that scarcity mindset. Along with this new moon, we are given an insight into understanding around our money mindset, your abundance, our ideas around abundance. Do you actually believe that you are an abundant being? Is it something that you believe in your mind but don't feel in your heart? This is this moment where we get to go in and actually ask ourselves the question, do we feel like we are always supported in every area of our life, and being able to have a look back over and see if there have been any limitations? Because as I said, with the Aquarians, they're quirky, they are innovative, they start to look at things in their world that are no longer working for them and start to... This week actually really reminds me of the Tower card in the tarot deck. Now, for people who don't understand what the Tower card is, it means that we need to break down everything, all of the structures within our whole world, to be able to discover what is important, what we need to keep. This is what I feel is very much an energy that is behind this gorgeous new moon and the changeover of the Chinese New Year, is to get rid of structures that are no longer serving us. Start looking at things that are obsolete, that you have outgrown, whether they're thoughts, their habits, their processes. Start getting really innovative and creative and understanding how you can go about bringing success into every area of your world. And this is gorgeous because it's that beautiful divine moment where we can harness the new energy of the changeover of the Chinese New Year, along with that gorgeous combination of the first new moon in 2019. So as I mentioned, take an opportunity over the first couple of days to really sit in and really get very, very clear on what truly is very, very important for you, and look at all of the creative ways in which you can go about achieving those. Now, I wish you all an incredibly gorgeous new moon. Remember, the new moon is about an opportunity to have a look at how do we start getting the planting the seeds of the dreams and goals that you want to achieve, and looking at how do we create steps to start working towards exactly knowing where we want to go, because you have that clarity. This is this moment to be able to really do go in and search and ask for those answers to be revealed to you, to help you get the direction that you're looking for. Because I feel like this year is, we have spent a lot of time considering what our dreams, what our goals are. But sometimes, have you ever seen that Facebook post that goes, this is how I go about achieving my dreams, and it's like this great big swirly whirly everywhere. I feel like we've spent a lot of time dancing around the edges of our goals and dreams, and this is this gorgeous defining moment that we start to have a look at where is that clear line of where I am now, how do I want to achieve those dreams, and getting that much clarity and focus and going in that direction. And this is where we start to honor every part within our own self, and I understand that you are a gorgeous, unique, divine being that was put on this earth for you to shine, being the person that you are, not the person that the world thinks that they need to see or pretend in areas of our life. Now it's time to drop all of that crap and start showing up and shining our true, gorgeous, soulful self. So I wish you all an incredibly beautiful new moon for this evening on the 4th. I will come in tomorrow and do more of an insight into what the year of the Earth Pig means for people and how they can harness that energy as well. But have a beautiful evening. Much love to you all. Take care, and please feel free to share if this is something that may resonate with someone that you know.